Oh my word, have you ever seen anything as beautiful on a Friday afternoon in Belfast? It's the first of the day. Fans in the crowd are up and about.
Again, that carry and pace, he's quite quick in the air as well. No chance for Abhishek.
Well, went for the in-swinger and a dare. Smashed a long way in front of square, no chance for the sweeper. Well, you mentioned back of the length. Straight up in the air. It's gone a long way up. Sanju Samson with the gloves took control of the situation, as any good wicketkeeper does.
Not too short, the hard length that we're talking about. Not much footwork again, using the bottom hand. Interesting shot innings from Adair. Gone for 12 of 7, 20 for 1 Ireland.
Now they're not out of the screws. Nowhere near the middle of the bat. Oh, punched it. He's punched it over the rope. Shivam Dubé did all the hard work. He got there, he made the ground and made a mess of it.
He did all the hard work, the tough bit of it, which is reaching. Kind of sliced it a little bit. Oh, got there comfortably. And not just that, Shivam then parries it over the boundary, and in the process...
Oh, I mentioned Harry Tector early on. He feels for the ball outside the off stump. It's straight through to Sanju. Routine.
Right, you can protect yourself because that's a rough wicket. You called it, Niall. Outside edge, Harry Tector gone without scoring. 25 for 2 Ireland.
Leg side. Won't cut that off. So Tim Tector is living slightly dangerously, but at the moment he's entertaining the crowd.
The bat kind of slipping in his hands as well.
Now then, straight up in the air. Simple as you like, and Ireland are gifting India wickets here in the power play.
Kind of slicing it. He did slice the previous one as well to the boundary, but this one...
Shorter, top edge. There's a man trying to run around, but hasn't got enough. It's going to go all the way. And a very welcome boundary for Ireland.
And the length encouraged him to take the field on. I'm sure he would have had his heart in his mouth for a while. Does it have the pace on it?
Beautiful shot, glorious shot, straight down the ground, all the way. And that is the best possible way to bring up the Ireland 50.
A good sight to see if you're an Irish fan. Gets the feet moving, gives himself room.
And he might just have a birthday present. Getting under it. That's a glorious catch, a wonderful catch. With a rough wicket.
Tucked up for room, loves room outside off stump. Ben Callets, just not enough room to get the bat through in time. Ben Callets goes for 15, Ireland 51 for 4.
That's better from Lorcan Tucker. That's a lot more like Lorcan Tucker. This one to the boundary for the Ireland captain.
But bottom wrist comes through, great balance, and not worried about getting caught in the deep.
Well, down the ground, and that is a good shot. Very good flat bat. Garrett Delaney has a lot of ability for a long time.
Yeah, Precious Christian's bit back into the wicket, just allowing Garrett to free his arms there, and a straight pull shot over mid-off. As you said, Garrett's batted pretty much everywhere in the order, so well used to facing.
Down the ground, it looked really good from Lorcan Tucker. Footwork was so smooth.
Using his feet beautifully, as we can see, hitting right through the ball. They'll look to target the spin, I think. They've had a difficult time against the seamers and the quickies.
Well, he did go back into the surface, and Lorcan Tucker read the game beautifully.
Outside off stump and used that little scoop. A very, very favourite shot of his. Just up near the glove.
It's up in the air. Good effort. Very good effort, but not good enough. to catch it.
That's 2 chances now have gone a begging. I think you're being a little bit kind for them to know about.
That's the pocket we're talking about. Extra cover. And it's hit well enough to find another boundary, second of the over.
If you're Shreyas Iyer, because you need to cut off that angle exactly there, because the square boundaries are by far the longest. So try and get the batters to hit those square boundaries if you possibly can.
That's a lovely hit. That is a glorious hit. 100 comes up, and this is a big over. Ireland on the move. I'll find the gap. That's hit very nicely.
Well, just got a little bit deep, and it's too short at that pace. Stood nice and still. Well, it didn't go quite all the way, but have a look at this for technique. Well, comes back for the second, and that's going to be a 12th T20 international half-century for Lorcan Tucker. And every single time he's captain Ireland, he's got to 50. Well batted, new Ireland captain, 111 for Ireland.
Straight down the throat. Partnership broken.
Well, brought back into the attack to do just this as Rana took the pace off, and the fielder placed perfectly as well. Lorcan Tucker, well, he rebuilt things beautifully for Ireland, but he's got to go.
Oh, that's an absolute gift. A high full toss.
Well caught up with. You're not expecting this.
That's very smartly played. Good use of the bottom hand. Almost scooped it.
You have to perform. That's what will be in the minds of all these Indian players. And Washington Sundar has been left quite late to come into the bowling attack.
A little unlucky, Washington Sundar. The outside edge will find another boundary.
Because he's on more than that, but that's Gareth Delaney who's got a thick edge. Gave himself room, and I think actually Washington Sundar's read it brilliantly. What he didn't read was the thick edge.
Clubbed straight. It'll read 4 for George Dockrell. Hit powerfully and with precision.
Over pitching, looking for boundaries, feeding into George Dockrell's arc, and
150 now, Ireland.
straight over the top of the bowler and powered away to the boundary for 4. 2 very dangerous batters at the crease.
Straight again, glorious power. It bisects the fielders directly behind the bowler. Tucked him up, but he's worked it away beautifully, and that'll go all the way.
Previous ball pitched up. He hammers over the top. This ball back of a length at the body, and something the Irish top order didn't do. They didn't use the pace of the Indian bowlers enough. They tried to hit a lot in front of square on the power play.
Slower ball, same result. 6-6-6 to finish.
Right into the slot.
This one takes an edge, and it's going to be out. Arshdeep Singh manages to cling on. 64 now, as they lose their 6th wicket. Looking for the reverse, outside, I think.
Yeah, pitched that side leg there from left arm around. Liam McCarthy's favourite shot. The reverse sweep.
Shreyas wants to review. Cut away, the fielders are in. There is some cover, but he's rather square, and that'll race away for 4.
A little bit of width on show. Liam McCarthy watching it right onto the bat. Great close-up there, eyes on the ball, and using the pace on show, and up over 3rd man for 4.
Lifts it up, and this is likely to be out. Akshar Patel underneath it, makes no mistake. Delaney's gone for 49, And that concludes the 19th. Ireland now 7 down, 178 on the board. Well known for his bowling. That is lofted by Liam McCarthy in the final over, but a brilliant running catch from Tilak Varma means Ireland have lost 2 in 2. Arshdeep at the end of the 19th.
Slightly fuller from Axar Patel in towards leg stump. Didn't give Liam McCarthy the arms, the free access at the ball. And
coming down the wicket, and it's going to drop short to the fielder. They'll come through for 2. The ball coming in towards Samson, and that's going to be gone.
Well short. There he is. 2 or 3 feet short of the wicket, of the crease.
And playing for the last few years. Chips it over covers. There's no protection there. First boundary of the Indian innings.
Because this isn't too bad a delivery from Matthew Humphries, but just opens the face.
But he goes fine, and he goes long over square leg. That's a spinning super 6.
Worried about down the ground, Matthew Humphries on the legs, and helps himself to a big 6, the first one of the innings.
It's over covers this time. Not out of the middle, but we'll take it. Good start for India. 16 without loss after the first. A wicket! Very first ball in T20I for Jai Mundra. What a start to his career. Can't get better than this.
Welcome to international cricket. What an outcome.
Now to the left-hander. 2 straight, 2 leg side, and gets punished.
The full treatment straight onto leg stump, and 2 full as well. Uses the pace beautifully.
McCarthy into the attack. Again, a little fortuitous there. Abhishek wasn't off the middle.
Not too bad a delivery. It was a touch on the full side from Liam McCarthy. Just his second T20 international.
That should be another 4. Flatter this time, more bat.
Yeah, just look how high that's bounced. That tells you something about the length that McCarthy's opted to go to. As soon as that was hit, he threw his eyes to...
Now that's easy. Wide and shot. Over point.
The opening 3 have played is something to behold. A tiny bit of width. See him up on this occasion. Doesn't get the movement back in. He generally swings it away from the left-hander. No real movement on display, though.
That's kind of a grip that Abhishek's got. Nicely played. This is turning out to be a brilliant over for India and Abhishek Sharma.
Has struggled in international T20I cricket. Liam McCarthy, just that one game a year ago against West Indies.
Maybe second ball for Matthew Hollard. Takes it nicely, the skipper.
Just tried to go 2 leg side. And have a look at this celebration. The hope, the absolute hope for Matthew Pollard, and his captain doesn't make a mistake. That's as Ishan Kishan goes for 1, India 45 for 2.
Flat bats it over mid-off. And the highlight has been how good he has been with the horizontal bat in this innings.
Have a look at the wrists of Abhishek. It's such supple wrists, and what that does is it allows you to, when you don't get all of it, you go through with the shot. It does go over the infield when you're an opening batter. It whips those wrists through. And even though a couple of times in those highlights and on that occasion...
And he can't change the field. That's close, that's very close. Over extra cover this time, again flat bats it. It's turning out to be another good over for India.
A free hit Again, didn't quite get all of it how he would have wanted. A little bit of movement away.
Over. Whipped off his legs, and it's a second wicket as well. George Dockrell makes no mistake, and India are 3 down. Shreyas Iyer.
Very reliable. Pollard goes at the stumps. Shreyas Iyer just flicks it.
Well, they'll race away for 4.
If you watch how late he plays this, he knows exactly where the field is. Third is inside the ring. I'll give all the credit.
Finds the gap, and it'll make its way to the boundary. The fine 4 to finish the power play for India. 68 for 3 at the end of 6. This one chased, but perfectly laced through. A little bit of space. Tilak Varma.
4, 5, 4th, 5th stump. Majority of India's boundaries today have come when the ball's been offered with that little bit of width. Take nothing away from Varma. That was a beautiful shot.
That'll be 50. Abhishek Sharma thinks about 2, but decides against it. That'll be his 5th, his 11th half century in T20 internationals, to go with his 2 centuries as well. Abhishek Sharma is not messing about, but he's not quite got hold of it, and as a result falls on the final ball of the 8th. Matt Humphreys on for a well-played 50.
Well, the bat turning in his hand. I mentioned he's preferred to go over the offside as simple catch. It's a huge, huge catch. Just when India getting on top, they lose another. Sharma entertaining, going for 50, 80 for 4.
Well, a feel here, but outside leg stump going over the top, but always good to ask the question.
Looked a bit high, if I'm being honest, but they reviewed it.
Ball passes the bat. Satisfied, no bat involved. May we have ball tracking, please? Pitching outside leg. Can we have Gareth back on screen? Gareth, you can stick with your original decision. You're on screen now.
Up and bowl in that power play.
Switch hit chance and taken. Ross Adair, well, he had a chance in the last over. A direct hit. Matthew Humphreys back into the attack.
Yeah, huge wicket. Previous couple of overs has wrestled the momentum for Ireland, and the 5th wicket falls. Tilak Varma goes 19 off 21, 90 for 5.
Well, that's a big one. India would need a few more of those.
For that hitting, the baseball coach will be happy. And 86 metres. He knew it was 6 the minute he hit it.
Yeah, Humphreys back into the attack to bowlers, 4th and last. Toe end. There's a fielder coming under it, and it is taken. Missed last over, but not this time.
Got under it and steadied himself. Off the toe of the bat of Rana. Ben Clit steadied himself just inside the rope.
That's up in the air. That should be taken. It's a difficult one. And that's history created here in the capital of Northern Ireland, in Belfast, as Ireland beat India for the first time in any format. And this is a huge achievement for this young, inexperienced Irish side, led by Lorcan Tucker. Only his 3rd game as the skipper of this side.
Ireland's first ever win against India in any format. And what a way to finish. Another solid catch by the outfielder. Ireland have fielded magnificently well here today. Backed up their bowlers.